Hi everyone, this is Eileen from Eileen Stuffs, and I just got paid today, so we have our first paycheck for January. But before I do the stuffing video, I thought it might be fun to actually show you how I come up with my numbers, so I thought you could plan my budget with me and see how I do it. Before we get started, can I just tell you that I have been so sick. I got like an ear infection apparently and strep throat. I have been in bed since the day before Christmas Eve. I had to go to urgent care, I had to go to the doctor, I'm on antibiotics, they put me on steroids, which is helping with like the inflammation, but wow, I have been down and out for about 9 days now, and I'm still not feeling 100%, but I'm definitely feeling a little better. Like I woke up and I was like, I think I can actually film a video today, which is exciting to me. I want to give a shout out to my dog, Riley. She is really my ride or die girl. And she just stayed with me the whole time. She was either like laying on top of me, laying next to me, or she had her paw on me. For this whole like period that I've been in bed, she has just been by my side. So she's really given me the love I need. The other thing I've been noticing as I've been in bed was just the comments that have been coming in, and the subscriber count just keeps climbing. And I just want to say thank you for that. I'm so close to the 500 subscriber count. So in my last video, I was at 100, and I said when I got to 500, I wanted to do my first giveaway. And now that's like around the corner. So I'm definitely gonna budget for that today and plan to do a giveaway, because I was like sick in bed, alone, isolated. Just having like these comments come in from you guys that were so positive really made my day. So thank you for that. And stay tuned. I believe when I get to 500 subscribers, I'll have access to the community tab, and then I'll make a note in the community tab once I reach that point to be on the lookout for the giveaway video. Let's go ahead and get into the budget. And I did do some preliminary work just to get it started. Actually, I have a scratch paper, so let me grab that real quick. Okay, got it. So as I was saying, I did fill in some stuff already, but I left most of it blank because I want to do it with you. And I'll zoom in so you can see. But here's some of the stuff I have to get started. It's technically the 31st, but this was my January 1st paycheck, so I'll just put 1/1. My paycheck was I guess I'll do that here and put, so my paycheck was $1,721.25. I left out $321.25 for taxes. So that brought me down to a total of $1,400. Okay, and I don't like using these. So for 1/1, I have $1,400 plus I did have $267.32 in rollover from the bank, plus $200 from my ex that goes towards that shared medical cost. If you didn't see my last video, I had a miscarriage in September. We have medical bills, so he's helping me pay them because it's a shared cost. So he gave me $200 towards that. So in total, when I have my paycheck plus the rollover that's left in the bank plus the $200, that gives me a budget of $1,867.32 to work with today. I just realized I forgot my calculator. Let me go grab it. All right, got my calculator. So let me just start by saying, if you're new to my channel, I get paid twice a month. I get paid on the 1st and the 15th of the month. And I'm a contract worker, so there's no guarantee to what my checks are going to be. It just depends on how many patients I've seen. Oh, that's my dog coming downstairs, sorry. She realized I was down here, so she's probably following me. It depends on how many patients I see during that pay period, if my notes are turned over in time before the pay period ends, and if there was like the amount of cancellations I had. But this check, I also believe also includes our bonus. They said that there was so I don't know how much the bonus is, but this was more than I was expecting. So I think the few hundred of it is the bonus, but we're just gonna put it all in one. Because I get paid twice a month and my checks vary, for me, it's going to work best for me just to budget by paycheck. A monthly budget just doesn't work for me. I know like what bills I have to pay, which part of the month. And so I really think one of the most important things about budgeting is that you have to find a system that works for you. Everybody's situation is different. Some of us have spouses, some of us don't. Some of us may be married but keep our money separate. Some of us keep our money together. But it's really going to be what works or what doesn't work for you. And I really believe that that's one of the most important things to being able to start doing a budget or a cash envelope system like this and making it work, is that if you can find something that really suits you and fits you, the way you get paid, the way your finances work, I feel like it's going to give you a greater chance of success in sticking with your budget, if that makes sense. So for me, I'm finding that just doing it by paycheck is helping me stick to this plan and making me feel like I have control over my money, even though there is such wide variability. So that is how I do it. I'm going to just double check these numbers to make sure everything's right before we start divvying it up. So let's see here. I'll just use this. So I have, and so my paycheck was 1721.25. I took out 321.25 for taxes. Yes, that was $1,400, right? Plus I had my bank rollover, which was $267.32, which brought me to $1,667.32. And, oh, I didn't mean to minus that. Plus the $200 from my ex for our bill. So that brings me out to $1,867.32. Okay, so we're good. $1,867.32. All right. So now we're going to go through and we're going to minus out the bills that have to be paid to kind of determine what we have left and what I might actually have for cash stuffing. I'm going to go ahead. I'm sorry if I'm breathing heavy. I'm still really congested and stuffed up from being sick, and I can hear it. So if I am breathing heavy, I just apologize. And my throat's really still, there's still like a lot of inflammation and irritation, so please bear with me. And so we have 1,867.32. Right off the bat, we got to pay rent. So $677.97. And I don't really, so what I'm going to use these for is I'm going to use like one for the, oh, I meant to put that here. Okay, whatever. So one's going to be for the column of the first, one's going to be for the column of the next check, but I messed it up and well, we'll just go with it. Who cares? I'll just do it backwards again like I did last month. Anyway, when I minus that, I get 1,189.35. Then we have our electric bill. This is my half. Me and my ex do split the bills. We're still living together for the time being. So 1,150.28. My gas is 36.51. So then we have 1,113.77. And then the water and sewer is 36.71. So that brings me down to 1,077.06. And then the phone and the internet actually do not get paid until my 15th paycheck, so I'm going to not count those right now. But I just wanted them there for like my monthly reference. And then my health insurance, actually, I don't have to pay because since we just started our new health plan with the new year, we had to pay the premium we paid it on the 15th. So we're actually good this month. We've already paid our insurance. So yeah, that saves me some money this month. Now I'm going to go over to this side. So now we're at 1,077.06. So the other two little bills I have, I am paying on Ashley's car for a couch, so minus 34. So that brings me down to wait, I should keep it the same. 104.306. And then I have like one QVC Easy Pay. Those are almost done. So that brings me down to 1,029.30. Which I'm kind of smiling right now because that's way more than I thought I was going to have. If you watched my last video, I talked about how my paycheck on February 1st is going to be ghastly horrible. I'm talking about maybe $300 or $400 because of the time that I've taken off for work, for the holidays. And the holidays are always really bad. And I mean, I totally understand. So like I work in pediatrics, so obviously families want to be together on the holidays, kind of take that break, but that's always something I need to plan for. That being said, I've had like a rough year, especially the past 4 months, and I just haven't saved the money that I usually do every year to cover this period. So I'm really relying on what's in my checking account now, this paycheck and the paycheck on the 15th to kind of give me some kind of buffer to carry me through February 1st. And that's why I'm like extra worried that I'm sick. I'm like feeling better, but I'm not totally feeling better. And I'm really like worried. I have to go back to work next Tuesday, and I really just want to get back to work. I just want to work and make money. And so I'm just praying that I feel better before next Tuesday. I mean, I still have 3 days left on my antibiotics, but it's definitely been on my mind. Like, I cannot afford to be sick right now. Anyway, I'm worrying. So, and this is not really what I wanted to put in the video, but honestly, these are the thoughts that go through my head when I'm working on a budget. I'm sitting here trying to figure stuff out, and I'm thinking, oh man, there's this and there's that, and this is happening, and it's just real life, right? So I'll just, it is what it is, I guess. However, the whole point of that tangent was that I'm happy to see that after I pay my bills, I still have over $1,000 left in the bank. That makes me feel hopeful that I'm going to get through this rough patch from the holiday paychecks, and I'll get back in the groove. The other thing I don't have on here, though, is my student loans, because I do pay those on the 1st of the month, but they just deferred them again until May. And I have one loan that didn't get deferred, but I was going to call them and talk to them because of like the divorce and everything, and see if I can do, what they've been doing is that if you call and ask, they'll also put it on COVID forbearance along with the other ones. So I'm going to call them and find out about that. Now, how did I do this? I think last time, okay. So my total left is $1,029.30. And then 200 of that is for that credit card. So I'm going to totally minus that off. The credit card money I don't want to take out. So then that leaves me with, because that I'll pay on the 15th. So that leaves me with $829.30 of my money. I'm going to leave a substantial amount of that in the bank so I can just hoard money for February 1st. And I think it actually works out really well. So what I'm looking at is if I actually have my rent for next month here, which is kind of exciting. So if I leave $700, that leaves me with $129.30 for stuffing. Hey, that's not so bad, actually. That's actually way better than I thought. Okay, cool. I'm excited. And I feel better because I know my rent money for February 1st is already sitting in the bank. So yay. All right, let's go ahead and move on to the next part. So this is my first part. I take my paycheck, I take out the taxes, I figure out what's left over, I do all the things that have to get paid. After I do that, I figure out what I need in the bank, and then whatever's left over is how I decide what's for stuffing. So we have $129.30. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to list out all my envelopes, and then I'm going to divvy up the money. So this is going to be for 1/1 through 1/15. Okay, and we are stuffing a total of $129.30. The next thing I do is I then list out my envelopes, which I didn't do beforehand, but this is kind of how I do it. Let me get my stuff. Okay. And I'm going to use my December as reference since I don't have my envelopes with me right now. Okay, so the first thing I go through is my wallet. And wallet has groceries, household, eating out, I'll go ahead and speed this part up. Okay, we're back. I have listed out all my envelopes. I have my amount, and so now I'm ready to divvy up the money. And again, we are starting with $129.30. Groceries always gets us so much money. My ex is still kind of helping with food right now, but I don't really want to rely on that. But, and like I said, this month is going to be hard. I think I'm going to take off $80 for groceries, because that is the one where I want to make sure I have the money. Household, so I think what I'm going to do for my wallet, that brings me down to $49.30. And what I am going to do, eating out, I actually have a gift card, so I'm going to put a gift card in there. And household, I actually have a Target gift card, so I'm going to put my gift cards in those for those parts. For the rest of this, I'm not going to put anything, but what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to just probably put some money in my miscellaneous folder in case I, want to cover any of these things. I think I will do, $49.30. And I don't know why I have 30 there. I never do the change, but I'll have to, wait, hold on. I don't like that. I'm going to go back. I'm going to scratch this. Again, this is part of the process. There's no point in having change. So I'm going to say I'm going to leave $730 in the bank, and that's just going to give me an even $129. Although, I don't know, I'm kind of debating. I think I'm going to change this up. Actually, I think I'm going to only leave $600 in the bank. And the reason why is if I don't leave myself enough money for food and stuff I need in the next 2 weeks, then I'll end up using my debit card anyway, which is what I don't want to do. And $600 is still a nice little chunk to carry over for my next paycheck. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to switch this all up. And I hope this isn't making your head spin, but this is really, for me, this is the process. So we're going to scratch this. So let's say we decide to just leave $630 in the bank. Then what are we working with? So $829.30 minus $630. So now we're going to say, we could have figured that out, but we have $229. That is going to help. If that makes me feel a little better, because the whole point of doing this is to pay the bills that I need, have the money in the bank for like the stuff that comes out, and then you rely on the cash for all the daily stuff. And so I think I need to start getting comfortable taking out a little more each paycheck. I'm still transitioning to the cash envelope thing, but I have to just get a little more comfortable with it. There's no point in keeping $700 in the bank if I end up using my debit card to go shopping because I didn't leave enough. So I'm going to be realistic here and say, you know what, it's really not enough. I'm going to grab an extra 100. So now I have $229.30. And I think because I did that, I'm going to change my groceries to, okay, so this is becoming a mess again. Oh man. Now you can see why when you look at my pages, they're always like, they're a shambles. So I'm going to give 100 to groceries because that for sure is enough. And then that leaves me with $129.30, which makes me feel like I'm good. Like I feel like now I won't have to rely on dipping into my debit card when I need food again and I didn't give myself enough money. So that's about $50 a week. I think that's fine. We have food in the house right now and I really just need the basics. My household will get the Target gift card. That's a $50 gift card. And eating out will get, I have like a gift card to Chili's, so I'll just use that. And if I want to eat out, I'll just use that gift card. Okay, so for the other stuff, I'm not going to give anything. So OT is not going to get anything. Car, as far as gas, I'm still good on gas right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to zero out all of these and I'm just going to give $20 to my miscellaneous. And that way I just have $20 in my wallet to cover any of the other things I might want. So when I take out the 20, that brings me down to $109.30, and then my whoops is going to get 10. So I have 100 for groceries, 2 gift cards, 20 for miscellaneous, which can cover like pretty much anything I might need. And then I'll give myself a 10 whoops if I go over. And then that leaves me with $99.30 for some, wait, why do I keep doing 30? Oh, sorry you guys, like I said, I'm still not 100% and my brain is like, what are you doing right now to me with all these numbers? It just wants to go lay down and watch movies because that's pretty much all I've been doing. But all right, we're gonna get sharp here. We have $99. Debt, yes, we have it. I would like, debt's definitely a priority. I'm gonna do 10. Okay, so we have $89.30. Rent and utilities, I'm also going to do 10 because like I said, if I need that money February 1st, I want to have some of that extra to pull from. Medical is also going to get 10. So now we're down to, oh, I keep doing that 30. Wow. Yeah. My brain is not working today. Emergency fund is going to get 5. All right, 64. I need to minus that 30 out because it's killing me. It's like totally killing me. Okay, savings. Okay, I want to save something. Let's see. We have $64. I mean, the black binder is my most serious, important binder. It's really like my top priority binder. And so you'll see that this one tends to get more of the money. That being said, savings is, I guess I could do 5. Right, that brings me down to 59. Student loans, oi. Well, because there's a pause on the student loans again, I'm kind of like, whatever right now. I'm just gonna do 3. And then once my paychecks pick back up, after I get my past holiday paychecks and my paychecks get better again, I will start adding more there. But for now, we'll just give it 3. Say like retire 2, not a total priority today. I'm just gonna give it 2. Invest as well, we'll just get 2. Not a total priority. And home, same thing, as I'll just give it 2. Okay, so that actually left us with a nice even 50. Now we're gonna move on to the pink binder. I have $50, so let's take a head of what. Beauty is not gonna get anything, clothing won't get anything, and neither will shopping. It's just not a priority this paycheck. Riley is a priority because she needs medicine, and that's gonna, she's doing okay right now, but how much should I give her? I think I'll just give her 5. Sadie is my other dog, but she doesn't really need anything. It's really for giving her treats. So I think I might just give her 1. Oh wait, I'm like blanking. Sorry guys, I hope this video isn't all over the place. I thought I felt good enough to do this, but I definitely am seeing that I'm flailing a little. Oh my gosh, do you ever get to the point where you've been sick for so long you feel like you'll never get better again? That's kind of what the point I'm at, where I'm like, am I ever going to feel like myself again? Because it's been like, what I say, 9 days? Yeah, but I'm sitting up today, so that's a plus. Tarot, not important. I actually just got a gift card from Amazon from my mom for Christmas, and I bought like a bunch of tarot stuff with it for my tarot channel with the gift card, so I'm good there. Okay, YouTube, you guys are like amazing and are subscribing and everything. So the 500 challenge, the 500 subscriber giveaway is about to happen. I have money in there already, but I definitely want to put some more towards it. I'm hoping I would like to do like $25 to $50. What I'm going to do is I'll probably pull from my YouTube, my giving, and my gifts, and whatever I have in those envelopes, that's going to be what the amount is. So I thought it'd be kind of fun because it's also kind of showing how, if you want to budget for something like this, where do you pull from, right? I could pull from giving, I could pull from gifts, and I could pull from YouTube. And we'll see. But I think today I'll do 7 towards the giveaway. That leaves me with 37. I'll minus 2 for giving. So that's 35, and that'll probably all end up going together, but whatever. Rollover is just whatever I have in my wallet. So now we're down to 35. Gifts isn't it really, I'm not going to do gifts. I'm not going to do Christmas. I'm not going to do car. I'm going to put 3 in OT. So that brings me to 32. I'm not going to do house once. You know what? I'm going to scratch that. I think I'll put like 2 towards my car. Would have been math, 33, and then this would have been 30. Travel, I'll give it $1. Okay, family, if you didn't watch my last video, my family envelope is really for my mom now. She's helping me pay for the retainer for the divorce lawyer. I need to pay her back. I will give her 2. Just got to get through this bump in the road, and then once like the new year picks up, paychecks will start getting better. I have to just keep reminding myself that because I guess we all hit rough patches financially, and I'm kind of in that. I always know this is going to happen every year, and I'm a little bummed that I'm not more prepared this year. However, part of the reason why I'm doing this is that I will be prepared next year. So there'll be a few more stuffings like this, and then hopefully it'll look a little better. Secret stash, I think I'll give 2. And my whoops fund, I'm actually going to give 5. Because again, that might be something I pull from. So I'm down to 20 for challenges. And then the dollar challenge comes out of my wallet. And I'll really see, I'll kind of pull and see what the numbers are, how I break it up. All right, so that is my budget. Now my next step is I have to go through and figure out what kind of denominations I need. And I'm gonna do it on here. So once again, I'm gonna list that on my envelope. So I'll go ahead and do that real quick and then I'll come back. Okay, we're back. So now I'm going to figure out what I need for each one. And I totally just realized, okay, I messed this up. Oh man. Oh gosh. Okay. I only put the binders that were getting money. There was no point in listing them all out. So let's go through this. So groceries is getting 100, and I think I'm gonna divide that into 50, 70, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. So 50, 20, and 2 10s. Miscellaneous is getting a 20, so that's fine. I'll just do 120. Whoops is getting a 10. Debt is gonna get a 10. Rent is gonna get a 10. Medical is getting a 10. Emergency fund will get a 5. Savings will get a 5. Can you guys see this? Okay. Student loans is getting 3 1s. Retire is getting 2 1s. Invest is getting 2 1s. Home is getting 2 1s. All right, Riley is getting a 5. Sadie is getting a 1. YouTube is getting a 7, so 5, 6, 7. Giving is getting 2. My car is getting 2. OT is getting 3. Travel is getting 1. Family is getting 2. Secret stash is getting 2. Whoops is getting a 5, and then challenges is getting a 20. Because I want to be able to just split this up between the 2 challenges, and they both have like random numbers, I'm actually just going to do 21s, and that way I can divide the ones the way I want. And then it won't, like, I won't have to worry about like the denomination. 15, I wish. 5, 10, 15, 20. All right. So now we're just going to go through and see what I need. So for 50s, I need 1 50. 20s, I need 3 20s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 10s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 5s. And then we have 20, 2, 4, 20, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, and 24 1s. Now, the hope is that when I add this up, it comes out to the amount that I should have, which is 129. So that is the final step. And then we are ready to go. Let me get another piece of paper so I can make my little bank card. Aha, here we go. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is for the bank, I'll put that the total that I'm getting is 229, and then I'll break it down. So we have 24 ones, 5 fives, 5 tens, 3 20s, and 1 50. So let's go ahead and add this and make sure it adds up. I'm gonna go backwards. So 150 is 50. 3 20s is 20, 40, 60. So we have 110. 10 fives would be 50. So 160. 5 fives, 5 10, that's 25, right? 5 10 15 20, yeah. So then 25 brings me up to 185, and then plus 24 ones gives me 209. Wait, what? What did I do? Did I skip something? I'm gonna try this again. Okay, so I have 24, 25 plus 50 plus 60 plus 50. How am I only getting 209? Okay. This video is going to be so long, but I hope it's helpful because this is literally what I do every paycheck. And then you just kind of see the finished product. So I'm like, what is happening right now with my life? Okay, let's just double check. Somewhere I messed up. So let's go back. I'll put timestamps below if you want to skip this part. So 229 minus 100, yeah, that gave me 129, minus 20, minus 10, 99, minus 10, minus 10, minus 10, minus 5, minus 5, minus 3, minus 2, minus 2, and then minus 20. All right, so this is right. My guess is I messed up somewhere over here. So what did I miss? Oh man, I just totally saw what I missed. I put 24 for ones, and that is obviously not what I need. I knew it was that. I had a feeling it was the ones. All right, let's try this one more time. So 5, 10, 15, 20. I don't know how I did that. I'm just gonna blame that I don't feel good. All right, 20. 2, 4, 25, 6, 7, 8, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44. Everything else should be fine. I think I just did that, my brain. Okay, so now let's look. So we have 44 plus 5 fives, which is 25, plus 50 and 10s, 119, plus 60 and 20s, which is 179, plus a 50, and that is 229. Perfect. Okay, so simple mistake, just brain power. I don't have it. Perfect. So I am ready to take this to the bank, but I think I'll redo it so it doesn't look all messy. And that is it. So my next video, I will go ahead and stuff this. But if you, like I said, I wanted to film this video because I wanted to show the actual kind of the bare bones, like the nitty gritty of what is the process like. And I know everybody's income is so different. Some people have a lot of income, some people don't. I feel like I'm what you would call house poor. I feel like I make a decent income and I have the potential to make so much more, which is really my goal for this year. But the bills kind of leads me to the point where a lot of my money is going to bills. And so that is like really my goal for this year. Oh, let me share my goals for the year. I did fill that part out of my budget. I'll share that real quick and then we'll say goodbye. All right, so I made us some financial goals this year. My first goal is to decrease my credit debt by 50% by December 2022. And I'm gonna do a video in January laying out my debt, and then that'll be a good time for me to figure out what is my credit debt and what would 50% look like. I also want to have a $1,000 emergency buffer in my checking by August 22nd. So my goal would be that when I do my paychecks, I always want to have $1,000, and then anything over $1,000, that's going to be the extra that I pull out for stuffing. That's where I want to get at. So that is my goal. I also have $3,000. I want to have $3,000 in my emergency sinking fund by December 2022. So that would, like, you know, cover about a month. And then I want to have a $1,000 buffer in my business checking by September 2022. I mean, this one's not as necessary, but I thought it might be nice to have a little business buffer, because then it will give me some money to play with. Like if I need to buy assessments or I need to buy things, OT materials, and I have the money there, and it's not like taking away from the tax money that I save. So those are my 4 big goals for 2022. I also started making a list of what I want in a budget book, because I really like this book, but it's not meeting my needs. And like I said earlier, I feel like the way to make this work is to make sure it works for you. Everybody's different. Everybody's going to want to have a different system. And I know that for me, I don't use some of these things, and they're not really necessary to have. But so far, I really want to have a page for rough drafts. So instead of having to like have a bunch of scraps of paper, I would love to have a notebook where I could have it all, you know, do all my like brainstorming there, and I have it. I also would like to have this kind of a page to track the denominations, so again, I don't have to do scrap paper for it. I would like to have a place for each paycheck where I can also put the bank rollover, since that's something I add. And then I would like or any extras, so I'd like that like extra spot. So I'm kind of basically what I'm doing is as I use this book, as I learn and grow, I'm writing down the things that aren't working for me, the things that I want. So for next year, I will create my own budget book that will really suit like my needs perfectly. So I'm trying to keep track of what I'm noting throughout the year. All right, if you have stuck to the end, thank you. You're a trooper. I hope this wasn't painful to get through, but it really is for me. It's really it's trial and error, 1, and 2, it's, you know, you just got to do what you got to do. That's like my motto for life right now, is you got to do what you got to do. And it's okay. And as long as you have what you need right now, then you're okay. So I just keep telling myself, if I have everything I need right now, I'm going to be okay. And sure, sometimes it looks like a mess, but that's life. So anyway, thank you for watching. I hope this was helpful. You got to kind of see the nitty-gritty back and forth of creating a budget. I'm going to try to go to the bank today if I feel up to it. I think my bank is open. It's New Year's Eve, but hopefully I'll have the cash stuffing video out by the 5th. That would be my goal. And then I'm assuming by then, after that, I'll have to look forward to making the giveaway video. And that will kind of carry us through to the next paycheck. But thank you so much for watching. I just continue to enjoy getting to know everybody, hearing your stories, your comments. It's just been wonderful. It's really just like a blessing for me, and I feel really grateful. So thank you for your love and support. I'm wishing you all the best on your own journeys as you try to reach your own goals and do your own cash stuffing. And I will see you in my next video where we will stuff this money. All right, bye everyone.